Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This is a pick a card reading on a connection, so it could be a love connection or a friend, anything like that, just to check in with that relationship, bit of advice. So as always, we've got our three piles here. Group 1 is on the left, 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. And if you'd like a private reading with me, there's a link to my Facebook page and you can contact me on there. I hope you enjoy your reading.
Hey Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Girasol crystal, then this one is for you. So we're starting to introduce what the benefits of these crystals are, so it might be an indication as to why you chose it. So I've written down a little bit here. Girasol is healing emotional wounds. It's a gentle yet powerful calming energy. It can enhance and solidify feelings connected to love and passion, enabling clarity of true feelings. Also enhances creativity in artistic, business and practical areas. It's a beautiful stone, Girasol. Okay, so this is a connection reading. We're looking at a relationship, a connection that you may have in your life. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be a friend or a family member or something like that as well. So try and keep it open, although a lot of people connecting will be about love. So we're going to start out with where the relationship is at now. It's really powerful, actually. I do believe, especially the way the cards came down with Magician on top. Look at that beautiful strong energy here. So we have got some chaotic energy, but we're releasing that. We're moving through that. We're using our intelligence, our love and our resources, the tools that we have, the strengths and abilities we have to navigate conflict in relationship here. And everyone will resonate with this a little differently. I do see the potential for some people this is a connection you need to walk away from or has already ended. But for a lot of people, I do see cooperation, teamwork and support still here in this connection. So like I said, try and keep it open. But yeah, we've got, I feel like this Five of Wands is a bit more in your energy and they're a bit more in the Six of Swords, but you're both together in the Magician energy where I feel that you do work together to release the old patterns. It's like, even if you're not working together, it's something you both trigger in each other to work on separately. So even if you're both, one of you or both of you are not consciously aware of that, I do feel like it's this connection and some of the heavier, harder hitting triggers that come up from it definitely are happening for you to transmute these old patterns and behaviors and thoughts and beliefs to be able to release and transmute all of that and come into a more balanced and lighter energy where you're feeling more in your power and at the driver's seat in your life. So it's a blessing, this connection, even if it is a challenge. What you're learning from each other is a blessing. Six of Swords is releasing outdated beliefs, and she's traveling light. She's leaving the emotional baggage behind. And I feel like this connection is conflicting or triggering as it may be. Sometimes it does help you learn about your own personal strengths and some of the things you've been through. What was I gonna say? There's so much was flicking in my head then, and I'm just trying to put a bookmark in it and it's gone. But so hang on, I want to recall that. That's right, something about the heals emotional wounds, clarity of true feelings. Yeah, definitely this connection is definitely helping one or both of you. I feel both of you really step into your power and heal these past emotional wounds and leave that baggage in the past so that you can be a powerful creator in your life. So I'm now going to move into both your energies. You're both showing up. I've got archetype cards where you're showing up as the warrior and your person here, the other person is showing up as the guide. The warrior is strength, skill, discipline, toughness of will, heroism, stoicism, and self-sacrifice in conquering the ego. I feel like this is an energy you're really strongly working on within yourself. I feel like you're doing a lot of the deep shadow work at the moment in regards to this connection. I do feel that coming from you. They have the guide, which represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. I do feel this, the cards that represent them as well in the tarot do speak to somebody who's likely an influencing person, or a guide, or a teacher, or a nurturer, or a parent, or somebody who is very connected to source and spirit and their life, and they have a lot of wisdom, and they have a lot of light and wisdom to share with others, and they share a lot of that with you. And they help you become a stronger person, and they help you ground some of your more chaotic energy. They help you learn where that's coming from as well. All right, so I'm going to look into your energy. We've got your feelings, your energy, where it's at. Look at this beautiful balance that you've got here with the Temperance and the Justice card. You do have the Three of Wands as well, so this could be in a no contact position at this moment in this reading. You could be waiting for communication from this other person. It could be a little quiet on the line, but you've stood in your truth about something here. You've definitely delivered what you feel is your truth on a situation, or this connection, or whatever it may be. But at the same time, you're I feel like the gentleness in your energy too. We've got Libra and Sagittarius here. I should just have a look. Who else is here? Libra, Saggy. Libra again. Goodness. No, Virgo. Okay, anyway. Just had to look. So you're definitely coming in from a place of balance, moderation. You're not full force. Your energy is definitely holding space for them, it kind of feels at the moment, while you're trying to conquer some of your own personal demons that may be triggered from this or something else. But I feel like you're trying to gain a lot of healthy perspective on this connection, or on your own life as well. And I feel like you're trying to balance things out and live, like act from a place of integrity, respect, balance, peace. Like, you really are trying your best here, I feel. And it may be hard sometimes. I feel like there is a bit of inner conflict inside you sometimes about this connection, or your feeling of lack of power maybe. Their feelings and where their energy is right now. Six of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. They're in a pretty empowered energy. And we can see that in you being warrior and them being guide. They are in that practical, empowered place. They do speak from their own personal found truths. I feel like they've experienced many of their own seasons in life. So they do have a fairly clear perspective on maybe what you're going through. And so their advice, I feel, is pretty sound for you. But I'm almost wondering if then there's not much communication from them at this time. So it's hard to pick this. I may have confused myself because I'm trying my best to not read just love and relationship. I want it to be open for all people to connect with. And I do feel like this is not only separate, but how they feel about you, where they do absolutely love your friendship, your connection. They feel like you're someone that they can really, like, you really support their dreams and ideas. I feel like there's a lot of, there's definitely a lot of laughter and you share similar perceptions on a lot of things. I think there's a real there can be a real harmony between your friendship. It's definitely a beautiful connection. But they're also somebody who's very successful in their own life as well. This could be someone you work with too, with the Three of Pentacles here. It could be a mother figure with the Queen of Pentacles. But they definitely, they do love having you in their life. But they're also a very empowered person in their own life, in their own independence. They're a very independent person, I mean to say. But they want to work with you. They want to support you. They want to see you rise to your best as well. I want to get it clarified. Bottom deck energy, before I do jump and mess it up, is the Five of Swords. So, there could have, with Five of Wands here as well, we have got the Tower on the table. There could have been an argument or some sort of confrontation where there has been a lack of closure or a lack of communication or a lack of understanding, and it's just sort of perhaps split sort of thing. We've got the Strength has now fallen out reverse for them. Could have been upright, I'm not sure, but it's Leo's energy. They could be a Leo. The Hermit, yeah. Four of Wands. They just, yeah, I got to get that from them. But like, even though their guidance is very important to you and their connection to each other is very important to each other, this person definitely needs a lot of time alone at the moment so that they can work through what they're learning from this connection too. They're going through their own process of healing. They have already come a fair way in their path, and I feel like they have a lot of resources and tools and things that they can fall back on that help nurture them and support them. They're somebody who's very wise and supports themselves quite well. Strength card, I felt it did fall reverse, but it's just, I don't think so. I think it went to come out upright, but sort of just fell on the table there. I think it does speak to their trying to maintain balance and self-control in their own life, because what else? I don't know when this flipped over, but let's take it. The Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, again, that does speak to the energy I'm feeling, where you may be in this energy feeling a little out in the cold. They're not communicating to you. They're just trying to liberate themselves. They're trying to keep a balance and look after their own energy, and not engage in things that they just think is not worth their time, or if it's too much right now, maybe. There's a few different things, but they're just trying to protect their own energy. I feel like there's someone who definitely gives a lot of their energy, and they do need to maintain a balance. They could be someone who's like quite popular in their work or their role in life. Maybe they have a lot of children or something like this that keeps them quite busy. They're a very cooperative, supportive and loving person, but they do need to have a boundary and look after themselves here and withdraw for whatever reason. They're seeking their own wisdom on this. They're still gaining their own truth around this. They haven't formulated the whole truth either, I don't think. So they just need the space, and they're doing what they can to really be healthy and look after themselves here. Like, I really do see a lot of personal strength training practices, mental, emotional, physical, all bodies of existence. A lot of nurturing is how they take care of themselves, and it's also the message that they teach. It's why they've come up with the guide. Right, what do I want to do? Hierophant is on the bottom of the deck. This is a spiritual teacher you may be dealing with here, but it's also it talks about a higher commitment maybe to each other. It could be a marriage connection, this person, or it could be somebody who you really look up to or work with in an organization. Hierophant energy is so many different things. It can be religious groups as well, but I always, with this deck, see these stairs as the path of ascension, and I do feel like this connection, especially that Magician right in the center, to really talk about this relationship, like bang, the Magician. There's a lot of personal growth happening here. A lot of personal growth. All right, so the blocks and challenges at this time. We've got 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 4 of Swords. Swords, 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 all up in the head, maybe too much thinking, feeling trapped by the situation and unable to fix it, maybe, with 5 of Swords on the bottom of that deck. There may be that feeling of lack of closure or unable to affect change, and it just needs time and space. I feel like you're in a gentle energy of giving time and space. I feel like they're just looking after themselves as well. There's definitely a lot of healing that needs to be done from the past. I feel like that may be what has affected this connection as well, is perhaps trauma from the past that's been brought into this connection. It's not even from this connection, potentially. Personal healing needs to be paid attention to here for everybody, so that we can be healthy towards each other. But there's this real trap. If somebody in this connection feels trapped to suffering and pain and heartache and not certain how to find the healing. That's, somebody's looking for an answer here. Somebody's looking for clarity. And it's like there's this story that for some people, not everybody, like I said, take what resonates, but for some people it's like they just have a distrust. Maybe it could be you in the warrior energy, a distrust for genuine love or support, or just, and then sometimes that makes you project some of your own fears or hurts onto somebody else. And I'm not sure. I feel a bit all over the shop in this point. So it's I'm trying to read this energy, right? It's hard to feel. All right, so the challenge is getting out of the head, releasing old hurts from the past and stepping into healing and moving through that, allowing yourself the time, allowing maybe them the time. Maybe there's been a real heartbreaking situation that's happened in this connection that's caused it to be like this, and so time is needed for healing. The best approach, interesting, 7 of Swords, the Tower, 8 of Cups, and then the 6 of Pentacles. There's kind of quite a story here where there's been like, with the 7 of Swords and the Tower, there has been unhealthy behavior here. There's been maybe some manipulation behavior, lies, betrayal, all that energy is on the table. There could be some things here where you're feeling like this, you know, there's a lot of chaos, chaotic energy, where you're feeling like there's not trust here. Maybe you both have had trouble with trusting each other, whether that's based on each other's actions towards each other or other relationships. But the best approach is to walk away from this strategizing, trying to manipulate and make it work in your favor or them, like any of that, whoever's engaging in that. The best approach is to walk away from that behavior, right? It's walking away from I feel as well, like responding from triggers and being emotionally triggered. It's a very emotional, no wonder that Girasol is about emotional wounds. I do feel like that's what this is. Whether they're from this connection or a past one, they need to be addressed. We need to move away from this chaotic energy. And so we can move into a place of more balance, reciprocity, and giving, like kindness, benevolence, balance, generosity. And I saw on the table when I first got these all out, like they are sitting with the 3 of Pentacles. They do give their fair share, I feel. And that's what is needed, is to walk away from trying to, I don't know, maybe it's a new recipe we need here, a new approach, but facing self, facing those inner challenges, I think is going to help this connection come into a place of more balance and reciprocity, as I said before. But the 8 of Cups, just this whole handful, and I can't wait to get out of this section of the cards, but this whole handful, we really need to put all this heaviness down. Whether this is together or not, like this connection has helped you maybe see these patterns, identify, acknowledge, move through, heal. All right, okay. I want water, but it's too far away, I think. I don't even know where it is. Anyway, we'll get it soon. Potential future. I love this, okay. We've got the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the Judgment card. So these energies is where it's been, I think. Head over heart struggles, grief, loss, pain, uncertainty, distrust, all of that stuff, whether it's from, like I said, this connection or another. But with that Magician card up the top, like on top of, I see like a repeat here. This is happening for you. Whatever's going on in this connection, it's happening for you both. See, we're using power here with the Magician on top of this chaotic energy and on top of the not seeing eye to eye and moving forward, releasing that which you can't control and just taking what's yours. And we've got this similar chaotic energy, sadness, loss, uncertainty, head and heart struggles. And we're feeding love into that. We're feeding unconditional love into that. Self-love, healing. And we're seeing the truth. We're rising up out of this heaviness. We're allowing divinity to speak to us and following and answering that call. Instead of staying in this energy, we're actually being proactive in our own healing journey and doing something about it. That's for self, and that will either trickle into this connection if it is a connection that's moving forward, or into the next connection you find yourself in if that is the case in this situation. But I can't totally tell, right? And I'm trying to keep it open. There is a lot of, we just need to put down the chaos and step into love for self and healthy choices. The choices that lead you into that path of purpose and passion. I have our oracle cards here for you as well. We've got, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. And it's perfect for this connection. Whether it's moving forward together or not, you both have taught each other a great deal. And there is no right or wrong. This is definitely a place for non-judgment. And only openness, understanding, and compassion, I'm feeling. Even in the chaos. To take that away from it will serve. Only time will tell. Okay. We had soulmates. Soulmates came out, and I want to go to the book. One more. Soulmates. And I wanted prosperity for this one. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others. Mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends, and strangers open doors for you and step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration, commitment, and cooperation. And this is what you've been waiting for. So I feel like this is a person you can work with. I do feel that. A soulmate, someone you can learn with. The relationship message is exactly that. This is a connection that is to teach you about yourself, whether it is everlasting or short-lived. The lesson here is priceless. And we have the oracle card you would have chosen. This is the message for you. My spiritual progress is steady and true as my soul faithfully continues to manifest divine beauty that nourishes all hearts. I feel like that is you nourishing you, and that will then ripple out into everything else that you do. Okay, group 1, I'm going to leave that there for you, I believe. That's just a check-in on this connection. I hope that gave some sort of clarity for where it's at for you, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 1. Hey, group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the pink quartz tumble, this one is for you. Pink quartz is all about unconditional love, gentleness, compassion. It's feminine energy, it's self-loving energy, it's soft. So group 2, we're looking into a connection at the moment. This could be a relationship, love relationship, it could be a friend. So I'm just trying to keep it open, but mostly it will be probably love relationship, like intimacy relationship. All right, so starting out with where the relationship is at the moment. We have the Hierophant, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. This is some really positive, strong energy, right? With the Hierophant here, this could be a relationship that's being taken to the next level, a higher commitment, marriage or otherwise. With the Magician and the Ace of Wands, with definitely a lot of passion in this connection, lots of excitement for each other for the future. I feel like your energy is a little bit more ready for commitment and stability than theirs might be. These cards do get interesting as we unpack them, but I feel like they maybe are a younger energy as well than you. In the Archetype cards, you've shown up as the Queen and they have shown up in the Knight. So the Queen is regal, radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others, and the Knight is loyalty, romance, and chivalry, a love of honor. And I do feel like they have a lot of love and passion for you. You have a lot for them as well. Not to say it's an easy connection though, there are some challenges here, but there's also a lot of love and a lot of learning. I feel like this connection definitely triggers you to learn a lot about each other and life and your own ascension path, particularly your sexual expression, if that applies for some people. Your creative expression is a very inspiring relationship that promotes a lot of personal growth. I want one more card on the Two of Cups on the Hierophant and on the Ace of Wands, the Empress. Wow. Oh my goodness, the Emperor. Whoa. Okay guys, settle down. Settle down. And the way I'm holding it too, he is looking at her. He is watching her. And so this could be like next level commitment. Maybe there's been a pregnancy announcement, or you're ready to get married to this person, move in together. Like next level, we've seen commitment. There's so much passion here. Not to say there's not their fair share of challenge, which we'll unpack, but like there's so much growth, empowerment, inspiration, creativity, love, passion, all of it. And this could be a friendship too. I do want to keep it open. This could be somebody who inspires you to grow and step into your own power. Someone you look up to, or someone whose family, maybe it's a mother and son connection here with the Queen and the Knight. whatever, we'll keep it open. So with you being in the Queen energy and them in the Knight energy, you could be more of a teacher to them, or a nurturer or an influencer for them in some way or another that, you know, as it says, radiates the regal feminine and uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And you do have that energy here with the Temperance card in the World. We also have the Four of Swords, so you could be taking a little time out yourself for a bit of healing and withdrawal after a big change that may have happened in your life. You may be surrendering to the cycles of life that are changing. And I feel like you are at cause for those changes based on embodying some of your higher wisdom and applying that wisdom to life and relationships and the way you connect, and maybe some of your boundaries and some of the ways you maybe don't want to connect anymore as well being highlighted here. I feel like you're taking a bit of time out to go through that shedding process as well. We're going to be getting clarifiers in this reading, because like even when I started reading, like usually I'm like, yeah, I've got the story, but whew. It is a cloudy day. I'm not going to blame that. Page of Cups. See, what was I even pulling that on? Oh, yeah, okay. So, all right, okay. They might be waiting for an apology. That may be the case from you. You may be waiting for an apology from them, I should say. Or an opportunity for a new beginning, or an opportunity to connect with them after perhaps a period of withdrawal and reflection. Like, is it's such an Two of Pentacles now. It's such an interesting reading because there's so much love, connection, devotion, loyalty, commitment, but there's also a lot of challenge and inner wounds coming up to be healed, and releasing and walking away as well. So, take it how it resonates, group 2. Anyway, I'm going to go through the star signs here. We've got Libra, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Cancer, Gemini, Virgo, all here on the table, and Pisces as well. So that may be you or your person, doesn't matter too much. We're going to move into their energy now with the Star, the Two of Swords, and the Death card. They're going through a lot of their own personal changes and growth. They do have a lot of hope for this connection, I'm feeling, but they are not so certain about some of the changes they need to make, or how to connect with you properly, maybe. I feel like maybe they are feeling a little disconnected from you or from their own personal guidance. They're not sure how to deal with the situation where it's at right now. That they're going through their own process. We've got the Seven of Wands, Eight of Cups, a lot of release, a lot of disconnect here. And I feel like you're both, like, if there's been, it's a weird reading, group 2, but if there has been some sort of tumultuous moment, tower moment between you both, it's like you're both not really wanting to deal with it or acknowledge it or come back together yet and talk about it potentially. If this does not resonate, then choose a different pile or choose a different reading for sure, because this feels a bit, a little specific maybe. But there's definitely, they are trying their best to find healing and clarity and truth in what's happening, but they're finding that hard without communication, I'm feeling. Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Moon, what was that? Five of Swords. Yeah. They may be having, I feel like that you are more, like I said at the start, you are probably more ready for commitment or like maybe more responsible in your life, and they're not so certain how to obtain that level of to match you. You know what I mean? They're not sure how to liberate themselves totally. They don't know the path ahead as well or as clear as you might, although they may feel that way. But they're trying their best to move through their own personal challenges and make healthier choices based on what they want long term, and be able to give to you with more reciprocity and less like manipulation or less strategizing. Like they are being forced to reflect on their own healing, and they're quite perceptive of their own behavior as well. All right. All right, so what's the challenge for you guys? What's the challenge? We've got the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, Tower and the Five of... that way. Tower and the Five of Cups. See this tower in the middle? This person's back is faced to it and so is theirs. And that's, I honestly, like when I first saw this being the challenge, communication is the challenge. Maybe there's not very much communication right now, not enough clarity or answers. Maybe it's not time for that right now. They are in a place of process and balance and release and looking at their cycles of their life. They've definitely come to this big culmination in their life, a lot of processing of that, some sort of big experience or closure or some sort of milestone, or they've reached something. You have reached something. Oh, that's... oh man, take it how it resonates. Maybe you feel like I'm reading them as you, but you are in that energy. Sorry, you are in the Temperance and the World card, you. And I feel like this is you as well, and I feel like this might be them, where they're feeling a little bit more left in the cold, whereas you're focusing your energy on what is important. You're a bit more mature or responsible, balanced about your methods and your approach. I think you know the path of self-healing, and you work through it methodically. But as well, like the challenge being here is maybe not working together or not communicating about how to move through this, or sort of just ignoring the problem maybe. Oh yeah, what else? What else? So give me something here. I feel so lost in the dark on this reading, and maybe that's someone, maybe somebody's feeling a little lost in the dark. Like, yeah, and as I look over to the Two of Swords and the Star card, they're trying their best to navigate through so much uncertainty. That's what I get. Is it that one? Is it that one? Let's see the Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. I feel that Page of Swords. Yeah. We're looking at doing things differently, whether that's together or separate. Very similar to Group 1 in a lot of ways. If you chose this card, this path for you, then maybe your person might have chosen Group 1 if they watched this, you know. So that may be, for some people, if you're wanting to look at the other side of things, it may be that they would choose Group 1, because it does look like a lot of similarities here. And also Group 1 had bang in the middle of the reading the Magician card. So it's definitely using a lot of resources to grow and learn together. And that this connection teaches you a lot about your own self and your ascension path, and applying that wisdom to your life and finding more grounding with some of these really strong psychic and creative energies, just grounding that down and keeping a nice balance to be a really powerful creator in your life. Where am I going? Best approach. Nine of Wands, the High Priestess, Six of Swords and the Chariot. This is a pretty protective energy. It's definitely connecting into source and that wisdom that you have, both of you, to move through challenges and balance in a balanced way that's not reactory or coming from a place of your personal inner wounds, but moving through those wounds with some of the tools that you have, that you give each other, or that you learn from each other, or in your own journey based on being triggered by each other. It's like together or apart, you are learning from each other. What do we want to see here? I should be swapping hands here, I think. So move through these feelings, these wounds, these triggers, move through your thoughts, honor the process, honor that time you may need to move through this, because it's so tricky, Group 2. Like some people need to distance themselves from this connection entirely, and move on. Other people, like I said, general, take it if it resonates, maybe choose a different file if it doesn't, but definitely needing to embody some of the higher wisdom that you've got here, so that you can move forward with balance and less emotional baggage, because you don't want to be jaded by an experience that's uncomfortable or painful. You don't want to ignore it and run away from it either. I feel like communication and honesty is needed here to move forward, but I'm also feeling like it's not time for that yet either for a lot of you. Six of Cups, coming back together, reunion energy. I do feel that's on the cards for you to come together and have a discussion, or is especially like if you're family. I see the Five of Swords there too. If you're family, it can be hard to completely sever those connections too. Seven of Cups. Yeah, I feel like non-action is the best at this time. King of Swords, and gaining your own truth on the matter before you do come back in to speak, if you do choose to speak. It's really interesting to start the reading. That's what I mean. Like, I feel so lost in this reading because we're starting with such a powerful, strong, passionate connection, full of love and learning and strength building. Is that right? Yeah. And we're coming down to this really raw energy of not really working together totally, but separately, but still together at the same time. Friggin' confusing, group 2. Between two worlds and to be fair were the oracle cards that came out here. I'm not even up to that bit, but see, look how confused I am. Between two worlds, obviously talking about a connection that you're really looking at the values, what you value in connection, and based on what you've learned here, and I feel like especially for you in this world energy where you're really looking at connections, what's healthy, what you want, what you value, and showing up in a way that protects those qualities or value, like, you know, what do I want to say? Ensuring that you are coming from that place of the wisdom that you've gained recently, whatever awareness that has come to you. And we've got that here in the Judgment card with the awareness that's come to you with the potential future and the Lovers card. So there is a big realization here that maybe we're needing to honor your own path, your own personal choices. The Lovers card is a big choice that's in alignment with what's good for you, your destiny, your purpose, your path, your healing, all of that. It's a big, big decision. So is the Judgment card. And the Judgment card is being prompted by Spirit. And it's here as well. Your intuition has been guiding you to release the heaviness of this for some time. And move forward with confidence and know that you can be the creator and in power, in the control seat of your journey and navigate the light and the shadow. But we've got also the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Swords as well. So this decision is to release yourself from anxiety, potentially cut out this connection altogether if that applies. But that won't be for everybody. For a lot of you, it's a decision to leave behind anxiety, to cut out these behaviors that make you feel trapped. And use the skills and the knowledge that you have and apply that to life, no matter how hard it may be at the time, to come from that place of centered inner strength rather than emotional reactions or whatever, however this is showing up for you. Where are we now? The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So after that release and letting go of what doesn't serve you, based on these decisions that come from this place of inner alignment and what you know to be true and what you want in your life, you know, based on this Hierophant energy, whether it's a higher commitment you're wanting or, you know, a commitment to healthier lifestyle or whatever it is, right? You have this new found awareness and you're sitting with it. You're still sitting with it, I'm thinking, and shedding it and getting ready to apply it to connection. That's why it's not time yet, maybe. Maybe you're still needing a bit of incubation period so that you can really settle into these truths and embody them and start to feel what the new muscles feel like. It's a bit like that. So now I'm starting to feel a little bit better as I get to this point in the reading. But before it was so gritty. Like, what am I even saying? I'm sorry if it made no sense. Try again next week. But yeah, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. This is self-love, right? Compassion, feminine energy. This beautiful stone here. We've got the Queen, the energy that you are in here. This is a time to honor yourself, and through honoring yourself, you're honoring other people through connecting to the power of your no. I know we said that a lot the other reading the other day, but it's been a theme this week, is connecting to the power of your no. By the looks of it, I think I've said that a lot lately. So we're releasing anxiety, releasing things that make us feel trapped and disempowered, and just making simple, gentle choices. The other oracle card, to be fair, was about hearing each other out and listening to both sides of the story, being fair, being honest, being clear. We'll go for the book for it. Now is the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail and you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you are compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiations. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensated. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. And that's what I'm getting from this, like based in the truths that you've learned about yourself, connection, what you want, what you require, what your needs are, all of that, based in that knowing, it's time to act from that. And maybe you're not feeling totally powerful and ready yet, and that's why this incubation period is needed, where you balance out your energy and, like I said, get ready to test those new muscles or just those wings. But based in your integrity and your fairness and your truth, it's time to act from that and speak up. And you will find yourself here. You will find yourself here. Whether that person can, meet you there and be an equal with you, whoever that is, or not, it doesn't matter. This is a journey of self-love and honoring yourself and valuing yourself. So some oracle cards further. We have life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow and you'll be surprised where it leads. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And this beautiful card is clear and refreshed. The third eye sees the truth. My soul is blessed and growing into a loving vision of exquisite evolution. That kind of sums it up pretty nicely. Clear and refreshed. The third eye sees the truth. Clear and refreshed after a bit of rest, maybe some time out to really sit in and embody that truth that you've got. All right, group 2. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope that resonated. If it didn't, don't be surprised. No, it's all good. I'll see you all next week. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye, group 2. Hey there, group 3, and welcome to your reading if you chose the amethyst crystal, and this one is for you. So amethyst actually means to not intoxicated. If you break down the original meaning for amethyst, it's to be not intoxicated. So that's interesting. We know this stone universally to be one of calming, intuition, connectedness to spirit wisdom, all of that sort of stuff. Third eye chakra crystal. But yeah, interesting, not intoxicated. I didn't know that until I googled it just before this reading. So, someone in this connection may be dealing with addictions, intoxicants. Maybe this connection has been intoxicating. Right. Let's jump in though. Where the connection is at the moment, like I said for the other groups too, this is not only a love reading, this may be a friendship or a different type of connection. So we're just going to keep it open, but a lot of people will resonate with the love messages that come through mostly. We've got the Star, the Six of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So I feel like you're more in the Star energy and they're more in the Page of Cups energy, with Six of Swords in the middle here. So there's a lot of guidance shared in this reading, this connection. There's definitely a great deal of friendship and support here, or has been in the past. Lots of support, guidance, and friendship. I'm feeling like you have had a lot of hope for this connection, and you are a guiding light to this person. I do feel with the Six of Swords here, they're in a bit of a younger energy. Maybe they are literally younger than you, or maybe you're just a bit further on your path. That's why maybe you're giving them guidance. But this person is potentially someone who's a little bit emotionally immature. There were some indications in the cards that they may make things up or not be totally truthful or exaggerate the truth, or it's just things about their behavior that's just not really, it's a bit childish. Maybe they are a literal child. That could be it too. You could be reading about your child here. There's definitely a lot of support and love, or has been in the past. The energy you've shown up in is the mentor and the virgin, and the energy they've shown up in is the magical child and the addict. I did see the gossip actually come up kept coming up in the shuffle I kept seeing it, but it didn't come out properly, and I think it actually ended up on the bottom of the deck. No, it didn't. I see the Samaritan on the bottom of the deck. So somebody here, yeah, I feel like it's you too. I feel like you're somebody who really offers a lot of help because you've got the guidance there. Well, your mentor, right? There's a purity to you as well. When we see the addict on one side and the virgin on the other, it's quite a polar opposite here, where we've got, you know, purity and the opposite of. So I feel like you're mentoring them to a place of purity where they can release some of this immature behavior, patterns, whatever it is that's not, like, holding them back and not serving them. I feel like you're a guiding light to them, or have been. That may have ended now too. We'll unpack these cards. But yeah, you're definitely somebody who is a mentor to them, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And then the magical child is seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things, the belief that everything is possible, helps you to recognize and confront addictive behavior. That's the light attributes. The shadow is compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over you, over your inner spirit. And the shadow for magical child was pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles, believing that energy and action are not required for growth. I feel like they just don't, I honestly feel like it's such a young person. Like, they're just not there yet in that wisdom. I feel like there's a lot you could teach them, but a lot of it, they're just not even ready to learn, is what I feel from this person, like, really. It's just not there. Potentially. I don't want to disbelieve in anyone. I just feel like they're just so young, or so stuck in their patterns, or maybe with the Page of Cups as well can be somebody who does drink a lot, or, you know, use things to escape. It can be an escapism energy. All right, where are we here? Put that over there. In your feelings, your energy, you've got the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. Very grounded, very mature, balanced energy here. We've got Aries, I see Aquarius on the table as well. Virgo, Libra is here as well, so is Capricorn and Gemini. So they may be you or the person, but it doesn't matter if it's not. So you're a pretty grounded person, right? You come in with the mentor energy. You've got star energy on your side as well. I feel like you're taking your own baby steps in life you have perhaps taken your own baby steps towards success, and now you share that with other people and with this person potentially as well. You've definitely offered them a lot of support, a lot of you've given them a lot of strategies or assistance in some way on how they can achieve a prosperous beginning for themselves. You've created it for yourself, and you do share that wisdom. I feel like you don't want to give up hope on helping this person either. I do feel like you want to be there for them and support them. And I feel like you know it's going to be a long journey if you were to engage and support them and be there for them. A little more here. Yeah, today's readings. I wasn't sure if I should even do the reading today because it's so, I don't even know. And that's been the theme. I don't know. Strength. Justice and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you are we've got Libra and Leo here as well now, but you are someone who has transformed your life quite heavily. Like, you've definitely built something quite stable for yourself. You've learned a lot about your own personal strengths, what you're capable of, and you're also, you know, based in your truths, needing to make a decision, or have made a decision here, to release the need to assist this person, or the Death and the Two of Cups, Eight of Cups on the bottom here. I'm not even showing the camera anything. Sorry. Death, Two of Cups, Eight of Cups. So yeah, like releasing what doesn't. See, you can read this either way, and everyone's going to be different. So you could see this as releasing the unhealthy patterns, the addiction, the behaviors that come with that, all of that stuff, and walking away from that. You know, and transforming this connection. But like, honestly, for a lot of you, I feel like it's walking away from that behavior, that connection, all of it. Let them deal with it and fix themselves. You've already done so much work on you, and it's time for you to transform what you feel is healthy and fair love with this Justice card and the Strength card as well, or a fair equal connection, or Yeah. I feel like you definitely maybe still have a lot of hope for this connection, this person, though, at the same time. So we'll just see. Their energy now is the Knight of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Fool card. And I do see from this, like, they have a lot of passion for you. If it's a sexual connection, that's definitely something they enjoy with you. But even if it's not, there's a lot of youthfulness, curiosity, fun, playfulness, energy in this connection. They enjoy this resistance you give them, but I feel like they're just... I see it in the imagery here. They're having their own life, they're having a great time, and then they enjoy the assistance and love and generosity and guidance they get from you. And then all that they know to be true in that guidance, they just still may make foolish decisions. Like, that's what I see here. It's like really grateful that you're there and helping them. They're absolutely listening, absolutely taking it on board. But then when whatever chapter changes next day or something, it's like, woo, back into their old behaviours. Or like, I just do get that feeling that they may slip a bit because they're just so youthful and not ready to grow up almost. Is kind of what I'm getting there. A little more. King of Wands. Of course it's the King of Wands. From the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. So they do want to, I don't even know how to say it actually, I don't have the word for it. Ace of Cups is there. Whoa. Okay. Five of Pentacles, Two of Swords. See, I don't know what to say because they don't know what they want. They know what feels good at the time, and they do want happiness, they want to feel good, they want happy connection. Four of Wands and the Ten of Cups. For some people, maybe they want their cake and eat it too. For some. King of Pentacles, King of Swords, a lot of King energy. They do want to level up, they do want to grow and rise up. That's why they're so grateful for your guidance, your assistance and your love. But I don't feel like they totally step up all the time at the same time. So anyway, the blocks and challenges we've got here is the Devil, the Six of Wands, Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Whew. So the challenge, you can see this in many ways as well, is like, so we're sort of waiting for addiction cycles to end, perhaps, with this Six of Wands and the Devil here, where we're sort of wanting to gain a victory over these cycles. Maybe that's the thing as well, actually. I saw this oracle and thought straight away of this. Beware of what you're projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So there's a lot you're learning here from this connection too, and maybe it's your addiction to being to helping them, or like waiting for them to, like, maybe you're addicted to them, right? And unable to just release and let it be what it may, whereas the same for them, unable to release their addiction patterns as well. That could be a mirror happening here and a challenge to overcome, because we're waiting for these cycles to end, but we're needing to be proactive in ending them. We need to get clear. Yeah. The challenge here is to move out of these unhealthy cycles into a place of feeling liberated and successful. And why is it a waiting period? I see the Death card and the Wheel. Oh, goodness me. Oh, changes. Death and the Wheel, right. And that's what it's like. It's like you're waiting for the world to change, or waiting for the divine intervention, or waiting for their addiction pattern to stop, or just there's this element of waiting for, and yeah. It's interesting because the Ten of Swords came out, and right next to it is the Oracle card, Time to Go. And look at that imagery there. It's exactly the same. This woman is walking away. So it may be time to go and not waiting anymore. Not waiting for this to come around and be what you'd hoped it would with the Emperor card. Maybe you're waiting for this person to rise up and be someone that you can rely on and lean on and be supported by, or... Okay, so in what will the best approach. 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Judgment, 4 of Swords. Taking the time out to heal and refresh, to restore your own energy, and we're really looking at the multitude of attachments and feelings connected to this connection. Does that make any sense at all? There's a lot of confusion and feelings tied up here. That may be why it's so hard to release from. There's still so much friendship and joy. There's a lot of passion and excitement in the connection potentially. But there's also a lot of confusion and potential dishonesty, or like we've already discussed, these behaviors that come from maybe addictions or past triggers, that past pain, past wounds that trigger us into acting out or running to escapism or any of that sort of stuff. So 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups. See, some of you, it's very clear that like some of your friends are good for you and are supportive, and others are not so good and not so supportive. Not everyone has your best interest at heart, maybe, is the message in that. And so it is potentially time to walk away from those situations that have been very confusing, and getting quite clear on what it is you do value in connection and friendship, and taking the time to withdraw and heal. We've got the outcome energy is the Tower and the Queen of Pentacles. So she's sort of she's okay in her own energy. I feel like this would be you, just letting it, let it blow up. Let them be, if they want to continue patterns of self-destruction, just don't take it personally, maybe staying in your own energy and just letting them do what they may with their journey. Then we have the Hanged Man and the Lovers in reverse. So you're really starting to see this connection maybe for what it is, or a decision here that's been out of alignment potentially, because upright is a choice made, it's in alignment, and in reverse it's maybe a choice that was out of alignment, or it would be out of alignment to continue to invest in what might be chaos or someone else's path of self-destruction. Because you've been there before and you've learned it, and you've offered them a lot of assistance and guidance on this matter, but at the end of the day they've got to take the action. So it might be time for you to go and let them just figure it out. Surrender this. So we've got here also, with patience and hope, Silver Shield blesses the soul with the wisdom of winter, stillness and rest for sacred inner reorganization and success. So winter, right? A period of withdrawal and letting go, and allowing winter to happen, the stillness and rest, so that you can go within and sort out and realign with what you want, allowing all else to just crumble if it may. Where else am I going here? I think that's all I have for you, Group 3. It's definitely a message of withdrawal and stepping away and allowing it to just, it's whatever's out of your control, having that wisdom to just let that go. I want some further advice for Group 3. The 7 of Swords. The Ace of Wands in reverse. That's winter, isn't it? Restore your energy. Keep your energy for yourself. Going within. Temperance. Balance. Patience. Acceptance. Surrender. Change, surrendering the change, surrendering the chaos, surrendering the conflict, not feeding anymore. I feel like you're making some pretty healthy, practical choices towards just feeling better and nurturing yourself. You may have already recognized a lot of what I've said here. This could be stuff you already know. But 4 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So, right. There's been a lot invested in this, maybe emotionally, a lot of, there could be a lot of disappointment wrapped up in this situation, but with dedication to what you know to be true, your own purpose, your own path, just stay focused on what you're doing and what you know to be true for you, and definitely honor this period of winter and let the universe deal with whatever else is outside. All right, Group 3. I'm going to leave that there for you guys. I hope that gave some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. See the High Priestess there. And I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, Group 3.